everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Fried Gold. My name is Paddy.
And I'm Ben.
If you're joining us for the first time, you're watching on YouTube, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and comment down below on this week's topics. If you're listening to our sensual voices on Spotify,
Could you be more sensual then? If you're going to say our sensual voices?
sensual. How about that?
Come on, do it properly, do it. What are you wearing? The best bit is your
A bit of SMAR. Anyway, but if you are on Spotify and you're listening to us there, give us a 5-star review and comment as well on this week's topics. And with that, let's do some pleasantries. Ben, how are you?
Yes.
Yes.
I needed some patience this week.
Oh, okay.
So, really busy day at work.
Mm-hmm.
Run around like a headless chicken.
Yep.
Needed to get something from Lidl on my lunch break for my tea.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner for you southerners. And of course, naturally, as everyone always does, everyone was doing their big weekly shop during the lunch hours.
Yep.
Anyway, so I pick what I thought was the smallest queue, least amount of people.
Standard.
And doing, looking over their shopping, the least amount of shopping.
Knowing you already know where this story is going.
This woman, she waits until she is being rung up by the cashier, and then goes, "Oh, I've forgotten something," and just takes off into the shop.
Marvellous.
5 minutes later, she comes back, and guess what she's forgotten?
About 20 items.
No.
What?
A single banana.
One banana.
One banana. She'd gone and ripped it off like the bunches.
Wow.
One banana. And I was just standing there. I was like, Lord, give me the strength.
Look, that banana was her whole evening. Okay. You know what she had planned that night, and that banana was crucial.
I mean, if you're going to do that, use a cucumber. At
Hey.
least they're straight.
Yeah, but she might need the curve.
She might need the curve. Yeah. To hit the G-spot. Yeah.
Exactly.
But still, I was just kind of
Yeah.
like, if you were in a shop
Yes.
and you've realised you've forgotten something as menial as one banana,
Yes.
would you go back and go grab it? You would
I
stop,
don't know.
like everyone else shopping.
If I turned around and saw a guy wearing a Gryffindor hoodie, then yes, I may have.
was like 3 people back.
I'm just winding you up.
I know. I was.
Yeah,
like,
no,
three
I
back,
for one banana, I'd have probably just gone around the shop again.
or even one banana, I would have put my stuff away. Finished my shopping Lidl, put my stuff away, gone to the local greengrocers.
Yeah.
Just got a banana
Yeah.
there. It would have probably even been cheaper, and you're supporting local business.
Ooh, get you,
I
Ben.
know.
Get you.
But yeah, other than that, no, nothing to report. Just that moment of just like, honestly, give me strength.
Yeah,
This woman is trying my patience.
yeah, that's a bit shit. Must have
How are you?
been. Yeah, I'm good. Just another busy week. My assistant manager's on holiday, so just been pulling extra hours covering that and everything. So it's just been pretty full on. I did something very seasonal. I did some pumpkin carving.
What you did or the chefs did?
No, personally.
Oh, you did?
Did it in my place.
Your place, not at work?
No, I did it personally. And they were good fun. And then, what else have we done?
You being fun at home, since when?
I know, I'm a new man, Ben.
Had you run out of beer or something and you just had nothing to do?
I never run out.
I know, I was bound to say.
Yeah, no, I did some pumpkin carving, which was good fun. And did some pottery painting.
Aye.
So that's all been fun, and we we've just had a good week, actually, for once. I've had no silly customers calling me up and having a go at me down the phone. I've had no stupid, rude people or anything like that.
So all the people listening into this who knows where Paddy works, please do call it up and shout at him and down the phone. It'd be great fun.
Please don't.
Please do.
Please don't. If you value your lives, you won't, basically.
Big threat.
Oh, yes. I put it out there on the internet and everything. But yeah, nothing major to report. Nothing crazy.
So I've got a few topics I want to discuss.
Yeah, you said you had a lot.
We get into film.
Yes. Films.
So, firstly,
Yes.
we have now officially finished Ahsoka.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, we finished it a while ago. But
I'll let you give a quick review if you want to.
I enjoyed Ahsoka for the lore.
Uh-huh.
I do agree with what a lot of people say, that there were parts that were very slow. Pacing was an issue. But I do feel like in some of those pacing episodes that people think there was may not have necessarily seen things like the animated Clone Wars series and Star Wars Rebels and things like that. There were parts that tied into that was a good callback. Overall, I don't think it's the strongest Star Wars series project that we've had so far. Ray Stevenson, I think, was really, really good in it. Obviously, God rest his soul. He passed away. I do think there's some interesting things to come out of it, and I like to see where it's going. Obviously, they've already announced where they're taking, the TV shows and everything else into, the big final movie. But I'm interested to see where they're taking it. Overall, I thought it was good, but I did not think it was brilliant. Okay. Which is slightly upsetting because I hoped it was going to be amazingly awesome. You?
I second everything you've really said. It was it was alright. Wasn't great. The reason I wanted to bring it up wasn't purely for Ahsoka.
Okay.
It's when I was sitting there watching it, I finally realised what my problem is with the overall TV series of Disney, be it Star Wars or Marvel.
Oh, okay.
I finally realised what my issue is.
Okay.
And I want to see if you agree.
Okay.
There's no character development. Because each series of everything is only 6 episodes long, there's no, sitting and marinating in the story. Now, Ahsoka gets off a little bit lighter than all the others because, as you said, she's got the storyline of Ahsoka. You've got Clone Wars, you've got Rebels, you've got those previous series for her to garner a storyline. Whereas all the Loki hasn't got that. Hawkeye hasn't got that.
You see, but I'd argue the fact that Hawkeye's had more character development than, say, somebody like Loki, because Loki at one point was I'll put it out there at the moment, and you know this as well. There's something under here.
There is something. I think that's your bottle of wine.
Oh, I have a bottle of wine under there. We'll get into that.
Could we?
We may have time. We'll see. But I've really struggled with the new season of Loki. I've only watched the first couple of episodes, and even then I had to re-watch them because it didn't feel like I was paying attention to them. Yeah. I was just really, really struggling with it.
But this ties into what I'm saying is...
But then I didn't feel like that with Ahsoka.
No. Do you want... I don't know if you want...
I'm going to try and grab that while you keep on manoeuvring. I've got it. You carry on. Roll to the other side, Ben. Yeah. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I just, rewatch, or not rewatching, but as I'm watching all these things, the characters move from one scene to the next so quickly.
Yeah. Because
they have got so much to fit into just 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And, the perfect example of that was Secret Invasion. Everyone thought Secret Invasion was going to be this real big thing.
Yeah.
Have you got it?
No, because it's now in the centre again. I have to wait until you're...
Oh, hello.
I need you to come this way.
Wait. It's going the other way. It's going that way. Right. You got it?
Oh, I've got it. Carry on. Secret Invasion. Yeah.
It was more the fact that I went down to reach it. I don't know, did we do that instinctively where we just suddenly held hands for a second?
I feel like I was trying to move my hand and you grabbed it, Ben.
I was just going for something.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think also the thing with Secret Invasion is, as you said, is that had massive reshoots. it had big reshoots. And the issue with that Marvel's having as well is that, and I think they are changing this now as well, because it's obviously happened with Daredevil. Because they've now scrapped that season as it was, and they're repurposing it and retooling it to fit better. Is that what they do? Is they sit there, and where a lot of TV shows will film like episode to episode and maybe make things and edit things and as they go.
Yeah.
A lot of them are just filming in bulk and then releasing in bulk and not like experiencing.
What I'm trying to say is, if you look at the last big TV thing, let's admit it, even though we all hate it now, the last big TV thing was Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones had, until the final series, 10 episodes per season.
Yeah.
And each one, over an hour long. You had that time to marinate and give those characters the development they needed, and to really sit in the situations they were in. All these Disney's TV series are only 6 episodes?
Yeah.
Averaging between 45 to an hour long. And
not even that, like half an hour to 45 minutes, some of them.
And I just feel like it's rushing it too much.
I mean, like my mate, who you've obviously met, Driver, he is another massive comic book fan as well, and he really enjoys the shows. But even he will say, he's the same with me. He's not really paying much attention to Loki season 2 because he's struggling with it as well.
Yeah,
and it's just like everybody praised the first season of Loki. I didn't enjoy it as much as many. My favourite out of them was like WandaVision. I felt that was very fresh.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed where that went. Where other people felt it was Loki. Fine, fair play. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I just don't think this new season of Loki is any good. And I think they really, really need to rethink their way of doing their TV shows.
They 100% do.
And because it's funny, really, because like I can't remember what way it was supposed to be for Armor Wars, but Secret Invasion was meant to be a film, which they then made into a TV show.
Mistake.
Yeah, obviously. We've all known that now that we see it. And I'm pretty sure Armor Wars is supposed to be either a TV show that's now been made into a movie or a movie that's being made into a TV show.
Right.
So sometimes I just think they sit there and go, oh, well, maybe we can squeeze it into a TV show and get more views that way, and things like that. And that's just, it feels like they're not concentrating on the story like they did with the first couple of years of Marvel.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big thing, is that that's what they're missing out on.
But yes, that's my 2 cents about the Disney TV series as a whole.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that.
And I think they are seeing the negative side effects of this, even though people aren't saying that's what exactly it is. But people like Disney is hemorrhaging subscribers.
Well, yeah, but that's because they're also doing the same thing that Netflix has just done, and I'm cracking down on password sharing.
That too. But we all knew this was going to happen. Even from the moment Netflix became a thing, I said, they're all going to start getting their own thing. And
I mean, we've talked about it before. It is what it is. Everybody will go back to illegal streaming, and it was the same. What happened with cable and everything else.
Yeah. Right. Next topic I wanted to talk about. So I don't know if you've seen, but it's been all over my TikTok. It's probably been over yours.
Yeah, I know where you're going to go.
All I'm going to say is Amsterdam
and father and daughter is awkward.
Right. Obviously, it's been debunked.
It has been debunked.
However, I want to discuss the theory of it.
Okay.
So, hypothetical question to you.
I would shoot myself.
Okay. Would you rather push the button, reveal who you're noshing off, and find out it's your father?
Whoa. Or
would you rather live in complete ignorance for the rest of your life, not knowing it's your father you just noshed off?
Well, right. Well, first of all, in this scenario, I'm not noshing anybody off. I'm being noshed off.
Okay.
Okay. you can do the noshing off. If that's what
Right,
your scenario.
Okay.
If that's how you want to do it, that's fine. You do that way. You do you, yeah? In this scenario, I am being noshed off, and no, I would not press the button, because that defeats the whole point of a hole.
It does. It really, really does.
Okay? I don't want to know.
But you would rather...
Not know. I'd rather not know.
Get noshed off by a family member and not know, as opposed to getting noshed off by a family member and know.
Yeah. Would you want to know? Fuck it, exactly. So what kind of question is that? Nobody wants to know. That's the whole point of going to that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been, I'm sure, and I don't want to know, but I will happily say I've never ever done anything like. I've never been to like that kind of situation.
So innocent.
I know. I've never done that kind of situation or anything like that.
Yeah.
And if I did, the whole point of that thing is not knowing.
Yeah.
I mean, there is, and I'm pretty sure you've told me about this, or maybe like made a joke about it, but like, there have been times where blokes have been noshed off by other blokes and not known that it's been a bloke.
Yes.
Because that's like half the thing. It's just like not knowing who is there.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're talking about this.
I know we are. I'm so glad we are. This is brilliant.
But yes, I've never been to one of them.
You were just saying that because your mum and dad watch this.
No, it was because it's true.
I know.
If I had, I would say,
yes,
you know me.
I know you.
I would have said. Yeah. But that kind of thing doesn't interest me.
No.
So, you know.
But that, whether you would go to one or not, it wasn't the question. My question was, would you rather know or not know?
But if I'm going to one of them, I don't want to know. That's why I'm there.
Yeah.
So no, I don't want to know. If I'm being noshed off by my daughter.
The memes that, even though it's been debunked.
Some of the TikToks that have come out of this have had me in stitches.
Oh, it's been brilliant.
It's been great. It's produced some great content for the internet.
It really is. And it's a shame that it's been debunked.
I mean, hats off to the lady that did the digging and to find out. I mean, that's some reporting.
Then again, how she's reported it is she's called all the places that, when she's Googled glory holes in Amsterdam, she's called all the places that come up on Google.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you. Maybe it's a UK thing, but if there's glory holes here, they're not tended to be, like, plastered on Google.
I wouldn't know, Ben.
Well, I've never used a glory hole either, but, it's kind of not the kind of...
Yeah, it's not cricket.
It's not cricket. It's not like you go onto Google. It's like, oh yes, this pub has excellent decor, lovely food, and glory holes in the bathroom. No, we don't promote that kind of thing.
We don't.
So could it be that all she has found is the ones who happily promote it when there are some more seedier places that don't?
Yes.
But also, what technology do you know that can turn a wall from opaque to transparent?
There's like a glass thing that does that. It was in an episode of Grand Design. Somebody used it as a door.
Fair enough.
I know that because I'm old and I love Grand Design. I love Grand Designs and I'm so happy it's back. I love Grand Designs.
Anyway, shall we talk films?
Yes. What do you want to do?
You go first because you have watched both. So if you do
my first one
about
and then
the one we can both talk about, and then we can circle back.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay. No, wait. What?
So we've been to see Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay. We've been to see Five Nights at Freddy's.
Paddy, your opinion?
I enjoyed it. I don't think it was as scary as from my understanding of the games. I've seen a couple of clips of the games. I've not played them. I've not read the books. I know the theory of the game. Mm-hmm. I guessed the twists just because it was obvious. There was a couple of bits that I thought were very good and quite clever, but overall I thought it was a average film. It wasn't like a horror movie that I was expecting to be scared at. From my understanding of the games is that they're terrifying games. You know what I mean? Like, especially when they first came out.
Yes.
it was a case of everybody was like, oh my god, if you played this game, it's crazy, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that feeling watching the film.
No.
Overall, it was a good time. I think it was well acted as well. And I don't know if it was men in suits, animatronics, a mixture of both, or CGI, or a mixture of all the four, or whatever. But the machines, the robots, were really good.
Yeah.
They were really, really good. I was thoroughly impressed from like a production point of view from that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were excellent. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I think it was a good film, serviceable. It's not spectacular, but it's not shit.
Yes.
It's just a film. That's my thing. Ben, your thing.
Right. So I will agree with you. So the video games, the whole the real draw to them was the jump scares.
Mm-hmm.
They really went ham on the jump scares in the video games, and that's how it gained its popularity, because YouTubers filmed themselves playing the games, overreacting to the jump scares.
Yeah.
And of course that's like how the game garnered its popularity. There were no jump scares in this one, apart from like 2.
Yeah.
And even then, they were like comical jump scares.
Yeah, they were like mediocre. They weren't even like proper like
and so
scares.
it was a little disappointing, because it's like, yeah, you've got the animatronics there. You're not going to make them scary because it's only a 15. You're not gonna make them terrifying.
Yeah.
But at least make them jump out at you.
Yeah.
At least do that bit of the game.
Mm.
I don't know why I've just taken my main beams off. There's not another car coming.
No.
So yeah, that was a little bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Of course, in the video games, it's you versus the animatronics.
Yeah.
So they couldn't have it just the hero versus the animatronics,
Yeah.
because that wouldn't fit the storyline. So they've had to meld some of the storylines from the books into the storyline of the video games. And to be honest, it worked well.
Yeah.
If you didn't know the video game and didn't know the books, you wouldn't have an issue with the storyline.
Which is me.
It was only afterwards, as the credits were rolling, I was sitting there going, this is this, and this is that, and this is different.
Yeah. But you can do that in Harry Potter.
I can do that in Harry Potter too. And in fact, if anything, if you looked at this from a critical standpoint, this holds up loyally more than the Harry Potters do. So, take that.
Take that as you will.
As you will. But yeah, so they've had to sort of meld the storylines together, and it works. Animatronics, yes, as you said, they had a good weight to them.
Yeah. They felt present.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. And obviously, because they couldn't have the animatronics attacking the main character as they are to do in the video games, you had the Three Stooges breaking in, and you got them at their full force of menace. It was good and fun.
Well, yeah, I think that worked well for the story.
Yeah. That was like your only bit of gore and violence in the whole thing, which is a bit disappointing because it's a horror film.
Well,
If anything, it should be baby's first horror. Like, this should be your gateway drug into horror films.
Yeah.
But it's not.
No, it's not. And even then, with some of the deaths, they were like, you only saw like the shadows being cast on the wall.
Yeah.
It wasn't like proper death.
No. So it should have been how people get into horror films, but it wasn't. It kind of missed the mark, but it did well for what it was.
Yeah.
Am I in a rush to go back and see it again?
No.
But then again, me and you really do not like horror films. This is what I'm noticing.
Oh, well, the thing is, I think the issue, and we've brought this up before, is that I enjoy horror movies, and I enjoy being scared. Yeah. The issue is that most modern horror films aren't scary.
No.
And that's the issue.
But even then, watching like the older films, to me, aren't scary. So...
But I feel like some of them are. If you've not watched them before, I feel like some of them can be.
I'll tell you what, though, the universe did try and just freak me out afterwards. So you remember me telling, literally in the first episode we ever made, linked down in the description.
Oh, cheers.
I talked about how after watching Paranormal Activity, all spooky stuff started going on in my university room. After I got home. Next door, they have one of those motion sensor lights pointing down the driveway.
Oh, no!
And as I got home,
Yeah.
Going into through my front door sets off that motion light every single time. So in fact, it helps me because I can then see where the keyhole is.
Yeah.
And this time, I get there, I walk past it, it sets off, and then it flickers and dies. And I'm like, ooh.
Freddy's here.
I was like, oh, universe, you do try.
Trying too hard.
But I was like, this is the most I've been scared all night. And this is not even part of the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that would be my opinion on that film.
Fair.
If you like the video games, go support it.
Yeah.
You know, show you a bit of love for it, because who knows? They might be able to make a better one if they make enough money. If they don't make enough money, then of course it's going to be canned.
Yeah.
So, but then that's the most packed screen that we've been in a long time.
Yeah. 100%.
Also, comment down below, why were people wearing pyjamas in the cinema?
Yeah, what was that about?
What was that about?
Yeah, if you know, please do tell us, because that was bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't know how that worked.
Unless, because it's around Halloween, it was supposed to be,
Yeah.
they're off to a Halloween party or something, but it was just like, why are you in pyjamas?
Don't know.
I know there was that time that we saw the couple who brought a blanket and they got all snuggly under the blanket, but...
I mean, that was cute.
Yeah, but also you know what's going to happen under that
Oh,
blanket.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just people turning up in pyjamas. What is wrong with you? Because I don't know about you, I will only go out of my house in pyjamas if it's to like nip around the corner shop for something.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else, I will get dressed.
Changed. Yeah. Oh, I am the same.
Okay, good. It's not just me then.
No, I am not one of them.
Okay.
But yeah. So
and
should
then you went to the cinema without me.
Yeah.
So
because...
I will let you talk now.
Okay. So I went to see Killers of the Flower Moon, the new Martin Scorsese movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. Initial thoughts. This was a long fucking film.
Oh yeah, it was 3.5 hours long.
Yeah. But when I went to see Oppenheimer, which was 3 hours, which is only half an hour shorter, I was like on the edge of my seat.
Right.
It didn't feel like 3 hours, where this felt like 3.5 hours long to me. To the point where I had to go pee partway through, and I went pee.
You left the screen.
I had to.
Oh my god.
Because I wasn't gripped enough to like not think about my bladder.
So it failed the Coke test.
It failed the Coke test, Ben. Except in this case, it was a Monster. But you know what I mean. It was. I had to go. I think I went in about the second hour. So I then had to I don't think I missed anything crucial because I managed to walk straight back in and like a serious thing happened. So I didn't miss anything. I might have just missed the build up to it.
Yeah.
But overall, what can you say? Beautifully directed. It's a Martin Scorsese film. Beautifully acted. Leonardo DiCaprio does a great job. Robert De Niro does a great job. All the other cast does a great job. Everybody's really good in it. There isn't anybody that I think does a shit job. Everything's good in it. But I just felt like it was one of those movies that try to do like a slow burn.
Right.
But then there was like no payoff at the end. It was just like, and I fully appreciate it is based on like a true thing, and it's a thing that happened in America with the oil and the Native Americans, and against everybody else, and it's quite a serious thing, and it's a serious thing that happened.
Yeah, but so was Oppenheimer.
Yeah, but so was Oppenheimer. Exactly that. Where I just didn't think, for me personally, it felt slow. I reckon I checked my watch about 5 times.
Oh, so checked your watch and you went to the toilet.
Yeah.
That is not a good look for a film.
No, it's not. I checked it after the first hour because I was like, oh, it's been an hour. Cool. And then I checked it again because I was like, I need a piss. How long has it been? And I was like, it's been another hour. I'll go now because I know I've got an hour and a half left.
Yeah.
And then I think I must have checked it twice, maybe in the last hour and a half. So like every 45 minutes, maybe. It wasn't, to be honest. Which is like really big, like, it's quite disappointing really because I like a Martin Scorsese film. I like Leonardo DiCaprio. He is a phenomenal actor. I just don't think it was well paced. You know, I just don't. I feel like there were parts that. Oh, and this is another issue that we have experienced before in things. Yeah. The sound editing was piss poor.
I don't know why that is recently.
I don't know what's going on, but there were bits where there was the background music was so freaking loud that even the people next to me, the lady put her fingers in her ears.
Oh, wow.
It was that, even I was just like, I don't blame you, love. I mean, it is fucking loud.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, I'm upset, a bit disappointed. You know, I wanted more from it. There were parts of it that were really, really great. But overall, I just think it was a bit of a meh film, and I don't think it's going to go far. Okay, I don't think it'll go far.
Do you think I've not dodged a bullet, but made the right choice to say you can go see it without me?
Yeah, you would have hated that.
Would I have been huffing and puffing?
Yeah, you would have. You wouldn't have enjoyed that film. No. I don't think at all.
I could tell that from the trailer.
Yeah, but you see, I thought the trailer looked really good and really interesting. I wanted to see the storyline and see how it played out and everything else. It just didn't live up to my expectations, sadly. So, that's my thoughts on Flowers of Killer Moon.
Fair enough.
Flowers of Killer Moon? Killers of Flower Moon. There you go. Even got the name wrong. But should we quickly mention the bottle of wine before we do final thoughts?
Okay.
So we've just been to a quiz night at a local pub in Ipswich.
Yes.
The reason why we went is because it's a Harry Potter themed pub quiz. And many listeners will know, if you've been joining us throughout, Ben, one, loves Harry Potter, and two, did a Harry Potter quiz where he came second with a group of friends. So he was trying to reclaim his glory.
Trying to get vindication.
Vindication! However, the reason why we got a bottle of wine is because
we came second!
We came second again! Except, I say again, you came second again. This was my first Harry Potter quiz. And the only reason why is because the last round was a fast, and...
Do you mean a farce?
Yeah, fast, whatever. Either way.
Not fast.
Yeah.
With a T, a farce.
Fast, whatever. Because the last round, he decided to do a music round.
Yeah.
Which was bollocks.
All the Harry Potter related rounds were only 10 questions long and a single point per question. Then it came to the final round, which he decided to do a music round, and it tied into Harry Potter.
Yeah, because it was like
the names of the songs or the names of the bands had something to do with magic.
So, for example, one of them was Queen, It's a Kind of Magic.
Yeah, or Pinball Wizard by The Who.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to go, no, it's the police, you idiot.
No, that was the other one.
But that final round, that music round...
was 20 questions.
Was 20 questions and worth double points.
Yeah.
So, basically, it completely negated the rest of the quiz.
Yeah.
To the point where when I went up to receive the second prize, place prize bottle of wine, the guy literally said to me, "You were leagues ahead of everyone else, and you've lost it on the music round." It's like, yes, because the music round was completely overweighted. It was overpowered. Yeah,
and we came to do a Harry Potter quiz, not a music quiz.
No. So, I'm not too upset about that.
I'm more upset than Ben is. To be honest, because I wanted to be like, ha ha, I'm victorious
in a Harry Potter quiz.
Yeah, and to be fair, I actually knew a lot of them.
You did, but the hilarious bit was when the guy started to check with me if the answers were correct.
It was because he was saying silly things. Anyway, but that's why we have a bottle of wine that was rolling around.
Yeah,
basically.
Got a bit emotional.
We did. But let's do final thoughts.
Final thoughts. We'd rather not know who you're sucking off or getting noshed off by.
Nobody should know. That's the whole point of the glory hole.
Yeah.
That
reminds me of another story, but we'll get into that another time.
Okay. Five Nights at Freddy's was good, not great, but not shit. If you've not played the games, you will enjoy it. If you haven't played the games, you'll probably enjoy it. Or if you've read the books, you'll probably enjoy it. But it's just not as good as them.
Yeah. There was a good bit of, like, fan service, but it wasn't like over the top fan service.
Yeah. Well, apart from that one guy, there was like 4 rows in front that started laughing out loud, really loud.
Because you could tell when the fan service happened because the fans in the screen all went
and went woo and laughed and things like that. Killers of the Flower Moon was it wasn't good.
If you had to go back and watch another one this week,
I'd watch Five Nights at
There
Freddy's.
you go then, guys.
I'd watch Five Nights at Freddy's.
If a poor horror film is the better of the two, there you go. That tells you everything. And Disney TV series need to, delve into the characters more.
Yeah, a bit more character development, concentrating on that, progressing with that and working it through. And if you're going to do a themed quiz, stick to the theme. Don't just... I mean, there's enough Harry Potter music that you could have probably done something.
Or just not do a music round.
Well, yeah. Because then we would have won!
Because he said, I had to do a music round because they always requested a music round. Do you know what he should have done? Is he should have played quotes. Really, popular quotes. Who says this line? Yeah.
Or from what movie it is in.
Yeah.
Because, Daniel Radcliffe would have been quite... Or, would have been obvious.
But yeah, comment down below, guys. Have you seen either of the two films? What did you think?
Have you
ever been nudged off by a family member in Amsterdam?
If you went to a glory hole and had the choice of seeing who was there, would you? If you watch the Disney Plus TV shows,
do you think they're perfect, or do you think there's issues?
Yeah, let us know. Have you been to a theme quiz and then been shafted at the end? And
in a quiz.
In a quiz. Not in a good way.
Let's clarify that.
But with that, make sure you like this video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and tell everybody about this podcast because you want to. If you are listening on Spotify, do give us a 5-star review and comment down below as well. And with that,
we'll see you in the next one.
We will definitely see you in the next one. Thank you very much, guys. And we'll see you then. Cheers. Bye bye.